You know what time it is.
It's
Monday morning.
To go down.
It's about to go down. Yes, indeed, it is. So, again, Monday morning, 11 o'clock. You know what time it is. You know where to be. If you're not here with us already, you still got time. Get yourself together. Get your computer together. Get your phone together. Get whatever you need.
Tune in.
Laptop, tablet, whoever, whatever. Get it together and get tuned in. We got some good stuff today. We got a little bit of football left. You know, we got Pro Bowls yesterday. You know, we talk about that a little bit because that's becoming a big mess. Like, it is hardly anybody ever watches it. You know, I was happy for one thing though. This year they finally went back to the AFC versus the NFC, which I think is a lot better. It's a lot more attractive to the fans, I believe. Then we got Super Bowl preview.
Yes, we do.
And we got Super Bowl party.
Yes, we do.
So if you haven't made any plans, you're still in the process of making plans, pause on all that. We got you covered.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Favorite internet radio station, your favorite sports crew, SportsRap, which is us. Got you covered. 7165 Lounge. Super Bowl party.
Yes, sir. And listen, don't worry about doing the dishes. Don't worry about cleaning up afterwards. Eat, drink, enjoy, have fun. And you can go lay down and not have to worry about nothing.
Come mingle with us, have a good time. And then you ain't got to worry about a bunch of people walking through your house. You know, like Baldy said, you ain't got to worry about cleaning up. You just come, have a good time. And most of all, it's free.
It's free.
Like we said, it's free. You know, and like I said, everybody likes free. I know I do.
Ain't nothing wrong with free.
I don't know about everybody else, but I like free.
Nothing wrong with a little free.
Some drink specials.
Yes,
you know,
sir.
You are encouraged to wear your favorite team's jersey, whether or not they are playing in the Super Bowl, but you're encouraged. It may help you. Take that for what I just said. It may help you with some drink specials. So keep that in mind. And
you Eagles fans, don't be coming up there and starting those.
It's a peaceful rally. Okay, we go with everything that's going on in the world today. We're gonna call it a peaceful Super Bowl party. It's a peaceful rally.
I know $1 fan better be there.
Who's that? I think I know who that is.
Not Mr. Rap It All, Rap a Lot about dollars. I ain't gonna say your name because you know we'll talk Sunday. Yeah, I know you gonna be there, so we gonna talk Sunday.
Yeah, we gonna talk. And 50-50 raffles. May even have some tickets for something.
Good.
You know, I think I got another giveaway. I think I got a couple T-shirts left. So you know, we got some stuff going, but you got to be there to take part. So we gonna get started, and like I said, we got, again, let me just recap real quick. We gonna talk real briefly about the Pro Bowl, touch on the preview for the Super Bowl, and you know, we gonna talk about this party all day. So if you ain't listening and you ain't know, you gonna know by 1 o'clock today. You gonna know about this party.
Yes, you will.
And then we have Attack Mode Boxing. Lonnie coming back to sit in with us today, and with all the nonsense, or I won't say nonsense, with all the shenanigans going on around in the airports the last few days. If you've been under a rock and you don't know, we're going to enlighten you. Also, we give you your sports info. And this is tied very much into what we do and what we talk about. See, we said this last week, you know, y'all ain't paying attention, you know, y'all, I don't know what y'all doing, because everything that we do is tied in one way or another to music or to the world and what's going on in the world today. So, getting back to that, as you know, there is a ban on flights, and we have an NBA agent calling and speaking with us today. And with that, we're going to cover two bases. You know, we always talk about our young athletes and progressing towards the next levels. And we also had a show where we talked to some former athletes. One is still playing or trying to play, rather. And we discussed what are you going to do after basketball is over, which meaning once you can't play at the high level that you expect yourself or that you were accustomed to playing. And with that ban, we're talking to an NBA agent, and as you all know, the NBA has a team in Toronto, so we have to go out of the country now. Used to didn't be that way, but now it's out of the country, and they call it north of the border. And there were some issues with the NBA and talking to the government, and they're still resolving that. They haven't determined anything yet, haven't any decisions been made. But there was a lot of talk about the young man, Thon Maker, plays for the Milwaukee Bucks.
Right.
Luol Deng's name was also mentioned. But with the NBA being as broad as it is, global as it is, it's going to be tough for them to figure something out. But I hope that they can figure something out. And, before we'll get into that a little bit later, but just a quick note, for all you people that voted or didn't vote, y'all getting the taste now.
Well, and you know what's funny? Now that we say that, because like you said, we're going to touch on it from an NBA's perspective, but just from a sporting perspective in general. I honestly believe that the one sport that should be looked at holistically should be the NHL.
Yeah.
Because they have more foreign players.
Yeah.
How's that going to work?
How's he going to do that?
And so I'm going to kind of like, when we get a chance on the breakdown.
With the agent we have.
Yeah, but that's a question we can pose to him.
Yeah, we can pose that to him because he has he covers all four sports. I'm pretty sure.
So he'll have a broader view. But I'm really interested to know.
We getting this information for you people because we know you got some kids that are high school juniors and seniors, and that puts you right in the mix of this 4 years and possibly being in college and having to travel. And like I said, the way the game has changed in general, becoming global on pretty much all levels now, it's going to be tough. And we're going to try and get you some information and help you out in what you can do about that.
Man, how's that going to hit the Sixers? Sheesh.
Listen. We still got a couple prospects over there, man.
Listen,
we got a couple on the roster now.
Yeah.
You're going to have to put them in witness protection. Bring them to the hood.
Hide them out in the projects.
Y'all going to come hang in North. Y'all going to come hang in North Philly. Not the Northeast.
No.
We're going to put y'all in North Philly, South Philly, and West Philly. We're going to spread y'all around so they can't find y'all.
They ain't going to come looking for y'all down there.
Yeah, we're going to strategically plot this out and put y'all where they will not come looking for y'all. So, we're going to get back to, like we said, we're getting back to some things that started when Baldy started last week. So I got a couple history moments, with this day in sports and in this day in history. First, one thing I want to do is I want to give birthday shout out to Jalen Rose. Today is Jalen Rose's birthday. Jalen's a young 41 years old.
41?
41.
Okay.
Member of the Fab Five.
Yep.
Big part of where college basketball is right now. Him and his 4 teammates back then. So shout out to Jalen Rose, and he's also doing a bang-up job on ESPN, creating his own show.
Yeah.
And he also does a lot in the community where he has started in his hometown of Detroit. He started his own charter school.
Yeah.
So kudos to Jalen Rose, and again, happy birthday. One of the moments I want to get to, I got 2. Actually, I got 3. Since we're here on radio, on this day in 1998, the Howard Stern Show premiered in Indianapolis, Indiana. And a lot of people are probably listening to us and saying, like, well, why the hell are they talking about Howard Stern? Because we're on the radio. And just like we say to our younger listeners and our parents of our younger listeners, know your history. It may not be a person or a thing that you agree with as far as the content of the show or that person, but it's still your history. And for us, it's part of our history because we're in radio. So that's all we're going to say about that.
He spearheaded the resurgence of radio, of talk radio.
Yes.
Because it kind of, television took over.
It took over.
And that Howard Stern Show transcended. It changed the whole game. A lot of people got back in the radio.
A lot of changes, and thus here we are. On internet radio.
Right. Which he was the pioneer of.
He was one of the pioneers of internet radio. So, and 2007, Microsoft introduces and releases for sale Microsoft Vista. 10 years ago. And
Really?
Imagine.
That's 10.
But just 10. This is 2007.
Damn.
And it's 2017. But the funny thing is, like you said, you're like, wow, it's only been 10 years. Doesn't seem like 10 years. But the amount of changes and the progression within that 10 years is amazing.
It's crazy. Yeah.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
It's amazing. And last but not least, certainly not least, and this is good for us because we both basketball dudes. And with this day in 1927, the world famous Harlem Globetrotters were formed. So there you have it, folks. That was your history lesson for today. So moving right along, we are going to touch on this Pro Bowl because it's sports, and we got to. I mean, I really didn't want to because, as we know, the Pro Bowl has gotten to be.
Look, the game wasn't bad.
I watched bits and pieces.
Offensively, it wasn't all that hot.
Okay.
But you can see that they were out on the field and they was having fun. You know what I mean? Like, guys was really having fun. And that's what kind of stood out to me when I watched it, because if it weren't for my son, I wouldn't have watched it because he hit the record.
Yeah, I did remember one moment, and I don't know I forget who the player was, but he was being interviewed on the sideline, and the commentator was asking him, like, what are you really thinking about this game like now? And he was like, yo, we playing. And I'm thinking to myself, I said, I kind of like that attitude, and that's another reason why I said I was glad that it went back to the AFC, NFC, because all the show and all it's enough that they're there. I mean, that's enough for the fans that they're there. They're getting to see the best players all at one time. So.
I mean, I just kind of thought I thought the best play was the very end. They was trying to score. NFC was trying to score. Kirk Cousins was coming down. Gave him that quick post pass to Jimmy Graham. Jimmy Graham bobbled it, came out. AFC intercepted it, ran down the sideline, pitched it back. I mean, literally was out. They was out. And Kirk Cousins ran Talib down and made him fumble. Wow. But AFC recovered the ball, and then the game they ran the score out. But it was exciting in the sense that here's a dude on a contract year.
Right.
In a Pro Bowl game, that means absolutely nothing. If he goes down there and swipes at the ball and dislocates his shoulder, it's the dumbest play ever. You get what I'm saying? Like, if he does it, now all the critics says, and that doesn't make sense. Come on, it's the Pro Bowl.
Like, what are you doing?
But because he didn't get hurt, those same critics that would have crucified him was on there saying it's such a hustle play. It's you could tell that they're loving the game and that. Right, because he didn't get hurt.
Yep.
But you remember the year when they were when they had the Pro Bowl in Hawaii, of course, and it was on the beach, and I cannot remember who that was that tore their knee. From New England, it was somebody from New England. I cannot remember this dude's name right now, but he tore his knee playing. They was playing football on the sand.
Flag football.
Flag football in the sand. And he tore his knee.
Yeah, I remember that too.
And that was the beginning of the end for most people not wanting to play.
Especially when you have the Pro Bowl before the Super Bowl. And it's crazy. I never understood why they switched that. It never made any sense at all. Because like you said, it's going to take away from the fans. It's going to take away from the games. Because there are guys that are going to be playing in the Super Bowl that are going to say to you, dude, I'm not playing the Pro Bowl.
Are you telling me that they can switch the date of the Super Bowl, but you can't switch the date of the Pro Bowl?
I mean, hell, you added an extra week to the season.
Come on, man.
I mean, remember way back when the football season was only like about maybe 10 games?
Yep.
And then we went to, 12 or 14?
Yep.
Then we went to 16.
Yep.
Now it's a 17-week season. They don't even talk about the 16 games. They talk about weeks. And it's that extra week that's added in there. And like you said, Baldy, you add an extra week to your entire season. You change the day of the Super Bowl, thus with that extra week. So you mean to tell me you couldn't